All right. My room's always a mess, always. The first thing I'm going to show is this pure argan milk from Josie Maron. And this is a little guy that I got in a like 500 point kit at Sephora. So I got this guy and it comes like the little dropper here. See, it's nice and messy. And you just like drop it in your hands right after you're done washing and toning your face, you put it on. And it's something that I used every night until it was gone. I fell in love with the stuff. Yeah, I fell in love with it, and as soon as I ran out, I went out and got a bigger size. I had a discount. They had the 20% off at the time, so I used that, and I got the bigger size, and I've been using that, and it's been keeping my skin nice and just healthy, and I feel like I can only use it at night, but when I do, I wake up and my face is moisturized. It's like plump, you know? It's very healthy looking. Moving on, I have two primers here. I have my Hourglass Mineral Veil, and it's pretty empty, but it looks full just because of the way it's, I don't know. It's pretty empty though. I'm having a hard time squeezing out the last like couple of pumps, but this is the Hourglass Mineral Veil. It is a primer and has SPF. I had tried this a few years ago and it just did not work. My skin did not like it. I reacted horribly to it. I returned it. But then I was working at Sephora last summer and everyone was talking about it. And I'm like, you know what? My skin has changed. I will give it another shot. Hey, Lily, stop beating up the puppy. Hey, stop. So anyways, I got a sample size of this, used it. My skin didn't freak out and it made everything I put on top of it apply beautifully. I don't know what kind of magical unicorn spit is in this. I don't know what it is, but I instantly fell in love. I used it with high-end, I used it with drugstore foundations, like all over, and it just like, I have it on today. It doesn't keep oil at bay, I will admit that, but if you set, you're fine. I love it. It doesn't irritate my skin. It makes everything look just so smooth and satiny on top of it. If I ever want like extra, if my pores are really inflamed, I'll put some pore refining stuff over it because it does not get rid of that, but it makes everything apply like silk over the top and it stays. It helps lock in my foundation. I love this stuff. This is the small size. I do plan on getting the bigger size, but I'm trying to squeeze every last bit. Like once this is done, I'm gonna open up this guy and just like start, yeah. See, you can see how empty it is. I'm gonna start scooping out the last little bit because it's expensive. I also want to point out my lighting is horrible, but that should be changing soon, so bear with me with the lighting. Hopefully it's not too bothersome. The next guy is another primer. This one's barely gone, but I really want to talk about it because I really, really love it, and I just went out and bought the full-size one not too long ago because I love it that much. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, silicone-free, alcohol-free, oil-free. I'm raging. Let's see what this says. I mean, it hydrates skin for hours, revitalizes complexion to boost radiance. I don't know, it has electrolytes in it. I guess that's what helps. But it is, again, one of those products that I just didn't want to believe like a $40 water was going to be amazing. But it really was. I spray this on my face. Everything I put on top of it is beautiful. I lock it in. I spray my face after. So I spray before and after. And my makeup really does not move. And it takes away that powdery cast that you can get from makeup, you know, that kind of cakey look. It really helps with that. I've used it to spray brushes before putting on highlighter, and it kind of works like the MAC Fix Plus for highlights. I have not tried it with eyeshadow. I don't know if it'll work. I don't think there's glycerin in here. Yeah, I don't see any glycerin in here, so I mean, and that's what really helps the shadows stick with the, like, pigmented, like metallic-y shadows stick with MAC Fix Plus. So I don't think it would work the same way, but it does work for highlights to kind of like boost it up a little bit. Really, really like this stuff. Definitely worth it. This bottle lasted me a couple months. It doesn't go very fast, at least for me. And yeah, I just really, really enjoy it. So Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Next in my skin area is this guy right here. It's a sample, and I just used the last of it. I got a few days worth out of it, but this was the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I am in shade 4.75. This is a very expensive for me product at 60 bucks. I don't like to spend that much on anything other than eyeshadow palettes. And even then it's like Christmas time or for my birthday, which is Christmas Eve. So when I saw this, I was in San Francisco for the Hunger Games exhibit. It was so much fun. I got a sample. I was nervous if I would like it or not, because I do have combination skin and it does get really oily. And it's starting to warm up in Sacramento, so I was worried that it would get oily, wouldn't work. I have used this with the Marc Jacobs primer, the Smashbox primer, with my Mineral Veil from Hourglass primer. It's good. Makes my skin look amazing. It doesn't look like foundation is on my skin. It just looks like my skin is luminous and glowy and flawless. And it's weird because it's not like full coverage. It's not full coverage. It's like medium coverage, buildable. But you can still see like little marks on my skin, but it looks like my skin, but better. And I love it. So this stuff was not empty, and here's why. It was empty for a long time. I had it sitting in a little bag waiting for me to finally have the guts to do one of these videos, and I eventually threw it away because I kind of faded off the YouTube. So I eventually went back and I got the Naked Skin, this guy right here from Urban Decay. I have it in light warm. I normally do light medium neutral, that's what I did last time, but I decided to try light warm. It has a little bit of a yellow in it, and I wore it like today, and it really brightens up. I pair it with my, do I have it right here? Where do I have it? Right here. I pair it with my Sephora Bright Future in Melon. Really? I have it in Melon? It's supposed to be in Peach. That is so funny. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I went and exchanged this at Sephora, and she gave me back the one I was trying to exchange. I just realized that. I wanted Peach. She gave me Melon. But whatever. The Melon's been working really well under my eyes. I have it on right now, and it really takes away the darkness. The bags under my eyes. And then I put this over it, and I really, really like it. It's lightweight. It's full coverage, but it isn't. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's really pigmented, and so it's not cakey full coverage. It's not heavy full coverage. It's just very pigmented. It works really well. I literally do one line here, one line there, and then I just, you know, kind of mix it together, and it works perfectly. I know a lot. Moving along. Oh, I forgot about this guy. This is another one I threw away because it was in an Empties bag, and I decided I wasn't going to do those videos, so I'm not going to do YouTube anymore. And I decided to get back on the YouTube game. And so I have this guy. It's a new one I bought, but it's all-nighter. I really like this to set my skin, mostly in the summer. I don't use it all the time, but if I'm like going to be gone for a long time or during the summer when it's hot, this guy keeps my makeup locked in place all day long. I used to use it when I was a server at a pizza restaurant, and my makeup would stay put all day long. It's when I initially... Okay, so now we're gonna move to a couple other items, and then my video will be done, and I can get back to reality. So this one right here is not an empty, but I was sick when I used it, so I'm not going to use it again, and I love it. I've been through so many of these. This is something, this is Bath & Body Works lemon, this is lemon raspberry. It's old. I bought it like a year or two ago, and then I stocked up, and I recently opened it, and then I got really sick. And I'm not going to use it again because I got really sick and I'm weird about germs, but this right here, if you like the sugar lip balms, you'll really like this one, and it's a lot less expensive. It tastes really lemony. It really moisturizes my lips wonderfully. Like, I can't even, it's the best I've ever used. This and the Aquaphor are my two ride or dies. Like, I love these. They taste really good, like you lick your lips, and it's almost bad because you want to lick your lips because it tastes like these. So again, if you like fresh, but you don't want to spend the money on that, this one's really good. And then I have this guy. It's Enjoy. This is the hydrating conditioner. I had the hydrating shampoo, but I threw it away because I wasn't even thinking about saving it. I just like, oh, it's empty. Threw it in the garbage. But this one in particular is my favorite. I've tried the luxury one, and that was too thick. That one weighed my hair down like a lot and made me feel greasy like really fast. This right here, I go every other day washing my hair, and I'm able to do that with this. It doesn't get greasy really quick. I've tried other brands like this one, Indie, right here. And this one, my hair gets oily kind of fast. Like it gets oily like a day and a half. So I don't really use it too much. Okay. All right, so my battery died. I let it charge for a few minutes, changed my shirt, got my girls dinner. Realize how winded I was, because this is my video. These are my empties. Don't know what I'm gonna call this. Don't know what this is. This is my first time. Be easy on me. Hopefully it wasn't too horrible. I don't even know. We have a great day wherever you are, whatever it's like where you are. And I will be seeing you soon.